vistas that are available. I'm loving that balance. Well, par fours, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot.
Frank. This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Four under on the day. Now the fifth hole. Frank, what a par five.
Well, strategic par five. It's almost the shape of an S. That's why it's called snake. The best and most conservative way to play this hole is just simply play it as a three-shotter. Tee shot down the left, second shot up there, and then just take the wedge in.
Frank just continuing to make the game look easy.
This just shortens the whole golf course up when you can hit it that far.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. That is yet another birdie. This is just an incredible display of golf. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Rack up another one.
Frank, there's a good reason they call this 7th hole shipwreck. It's 221 yards long, and there is plenty of trouble to the right.
Yeah, water, rocks, bunkers, all sorts of things. But really, when you look at the hole another way, it shapes up for a left to right shot.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
Starting to fill it up now. 2 birdies in a row and 7 under for the championship. Frank, just tons of bunkers on the right. You hope the wind is in your favor.
Yeah, and sadly, your mind just about picks up on each and every one of them.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, how's the 9th hole here at Whistling Straits?
Not exactly the easiest way to finish the front 9, that's for sure. Slight bend to the right. Ideally, you want to hit...
Oh, I love this. She is winding up. Just wants to tear the cover off this golf ball.
Smoke that one.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Moves to -8. Built on a 2-mile stretch of Lake Michigan over what was an abandoned airfield, quite a layout. It is Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin, site of not one but 2 PGA championships. Rich Schroeder alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank getting set for a challenging back 9.
Decision to be made here, really, how much do you want a chance with the tee shot? A good drive down the left side of this hole will actually get you very close to the green. But if you miss it left, problems.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Par 5 11th, and Frank, just a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off. A good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing. Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Frank, you think about the great rivalries in sports, the Yankees and the Red Sox, Ollie and Frazier, and in golf, Nicklaus and Palmer. Great athletes, great teams, pushing one another to great heights.
It's amazing how that's gone forward too, because Nicklaus and Palmer really became Nicklaus and Watson. Then there was like Norman Faldo, but some would say that Faldo Ballesteros, 6 majors to 5 was even more important. But in this era that we're in now, I think we're all praying for that Woods-McIlroy rivalry. Woods with 14 majors, McIlroy already with 4. That really is one to celebrate over.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
Frank, here at the 13th, it's pretty obvious where the trouble is.
Yeah, all right, that's for sure. Plus Lake Michigan there if you go even further right. But at 402 yards, don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood and a wedge would get you home here. So remember, fairway first, then set up the scoring chance.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Knocking down all the shots today. Now at 13 under. So with 5 holes left to play here at the PGA Championship, we arrive at this dogleg left, par 4.
Well, it's called Widow's Watch, but really it's a thinking man's hole. A long iron, maybe even a fairway wood just down the right side. That should set up a relatively simple short iron.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
And setting up here in the rough. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par. I mean, there's skill. And that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. That's how you maintain momentum and make those putts for par. Frank, lots of sand and beach in view here at the 15th.
Yeah, this starts a tremendous 4-hole run to the clubhouse. And this is going to require your best tee shot. Maybe a little fade off the tee would keep it away from those bunkers on the left and set up that second shot.
Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350-plus yards. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Good, clean contact, and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Whistling Straits. How do you close this out on the right foot, Frank?
Well, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s at 568 yards. There's a big crop of bunkers down the right side. Just a driver off those is certainly going to make this par 5.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Lost that one just a little bit to the right, but it is not too bad.
It's no snap, though.
Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Just playing great. 14 under already. Well, Frank, we know that Pete Dye has given the world some intimidating par 3s, most notably the 17th at TPC Sawgrass. He says this one is even more fearsome.
And the reason why is the drop-off on the left. It's 20 feet below the level of the green. Then you've got the sand dunes on the right, which are sort of speckled with bunkers as well. And then there's a little sliver of green grass in between. That's the green.
About 18 feet away with a decent look. Now she can make birdie. That's a painful miss right there. Just a couple of feet. Always take that. Good par putt right there. Frank, quite a finishing hole, and that's as it should be. This is, after all, a major championship.
Well, you can see why Bubba Watson, Martin Keimer, Dustin Johnson have played well here. This finishing hole requires the long hitter's best tee shot, preferably just a little down the right side, because that's the safer side to be. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Frank, this is money time. The approach shot here at 18.
Well, there's that carry over 7 Mile Creek. That's the biggest problem. So this long iron hit into this green, got to take plenty of club to make sure it finds its target.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Locked in on the read and the speed. Good putt. Frank, that was an impressive round.